let's just hit record, right? This is very like a straight up raw moment, you know, like I wasn't planning on anything. I wasn't planning any structure or anything. I was just kind of want to get it out, you know, but honestly, I just want to talk about like the frames and motions weddings though. But, you know, frames and motions weddings is not just a wedding photographer or a wedding videographer. No, more than anything, I believe that the concept of frames and motions weddings and the philosophy that we have is that I really sometimes feel that like the new things are coming. It's very. Oh, oops. Let me set up something. Does it work? Better? I think so. better. I think so. Well, it's another day. It's a brand new day. It's a day to be and talk about where everything go. I'm the kind of person that really love the vintage and old time photo arts. So I believe those are the times. Do you guys remember like the Kodaks, you know, like the Polaroids, the Insta ones that used to just come out of the film sometimes, like, and it just looks so amazing and so beautiful, you know, so like nostalgic. Well, you know, that's kind of what I really don't want. I really don't want to let that go. Why? Because it's very different, digital and I'm trying to maintain that really love nostalgic moment and timeless, preserve that beauty in the photo, you know, that it's gonna remember. Instead of having it in a cell phone, you need to print your photos, you know. It's very beautiful whenever you have like something that is print, that you actually work for it, you print it and you put it somewhere that it's very meaningful to you. And you know, I sometimes I really I was scrolling the other day, you know, through chat GPT and all that, you know, and TikTok actually. And then I saw something, you know, that like everything has been changing from way back in the day until right now. Back in the day, they used to do like these beautiful pieces of art, these pieces of architectural like matter that really has something, you know, that really people work in it, and it meant to be something. Like sometimes pencils weren't like this. They were like different. They were with more like art, you know. So where I'm going with this is that sometimes where everything go, where is all that energy, all that love that people used to put an effort and do something that really was amazing and beautiful, you know. And honestly, the other day I was just sitting down and thinking, you know, and I'm like, I really don't want to change my concept. I really want to maintain it like that, you know, because classic stuff it's never gonna get old. It's always gonna stay there for the rest of the life, though, you know, and it's gonna be different from other ones. Don't get me wrong. It's really cool to have the digital era, you know, and take these photos right away out of your cell phone, like click and that's it, you know. But you please tell me, when do you actually print your photos? Do you actually keep them in your cell phone, or do you actually at least print like a couple of them, you know, and have them stored somewhere, you know, or not store, but like put somewhere? I'm pretty sure that most of the people nowadays is just they think that their cameras and their cell phone it's easy, and then just like, oh yeah, let's take a photo, it's gonna look cool, you know. But in reality, I think that people need to understand more that photographers, we create art, we preserve and freeze the time, you know. Why I say this, you know, why? Because I really love the classic stuff. I really enjoy that like vintage love art, you know. The photos are I like the editorials, but I still like to maintain that grainy in the photos, which makes it looks very nostalgic, and this halo hazy moment, dreamy, you know, that it captures the viewer. I think those are like very beautiful, you know, very timeless, as I say, though. And you can beat that. I mean, you can beat the classic and the vintage stuff, though. They always come back. Classic stuff will always come back. And the old times, I remember, well, the old time, I mean, I'm from the 87. So I was in 2000s, right before all the digital era came out. Like we used to grab these Kodak photos, large ones, or like these old HPs, you know. I think I have someone around. Oh, actually, ta-da! This is what I'm talking about. You see this old Polaroid? This is just an amazing piece of art, though. I really love the instant photos, though. You just press and hit, and boom, vámonos. Open it, ta-da! You hear that? Zzz. And then you just take the photo. Amazing. You guys want to do one? We'll do one. I think you press it here, if I don't remember. Hear that? Amazing. Anyway, so as I was saying, you know, like they just look beautiful and amazing, you know. These old photos are, I think, they're never gonna get old. I do have like 1 or 2 or 3 those around. Sometimes I really just enjoy these photos more than the ones I can take with my camera, though. I haven't actually an album with like so many of these ones that I really love and enjoy, you know. It's just beautiful. They're just beautiful, you know. Ow, something happened. What happened? I got hurt. Anyway, so yeah, it's having this like all like timeless vintage classic photos. They're never gonna get old. They always gonna be there for you, you know. They're always gonna be there and your memories. If you have the chance to actually buy one of these ones, just get it. Believe me, you know, it's gonna be so much worth it. Or one of the old vintage cameras, you know, like believe me, having them, they're just gonna be like so beautiful and so worth it, you know, that it doesn't compare to the digital era, you know. Obviously, like I said, like digital era or like these new cameras, the pixels, you know, it looks very detailed, very fine, the colors, you know, and everything. It looks basically like a little paint, to be honest with you. But the old ones, you know, it's the ones that actually get me all the time. Oh well. Now, people nowadays, they lose patience, though, you know. They want everything like right away, you know, right then, you know. Unfortunately, we are in the era where like everything is kind of like right in your hands, though, and then you can make it happen if you want. But when it comes to art, you need patience. You need patience. You need detail. You need like care, you know, to curate all these this art in order to deliver what it's actually really meaningful for the couple, you know. So where I'm going with this is that like us as wedding photographers or wedding videographers, we need time. We need time to actually sit down and then just go over picture by picture and create the best frame and edit the best pictures that we can for you guys, you know. So patience is key, you know, and I think nowadays a lot of people have lost that, and they don't understand sometimes that like you need to wait and because the outcome, or at least personally for me, you know, at least like the outcome is gonna be so worth it, Felipe, you know. But yeah, so I just kind of want to get like that out of the way for today. Hopefully you guys learned something about the vintage time, you know, like where everything go. Like now at this point that I already talked, you know, where everything go. Where is all the like classic handmade beauty, you know, that men used to craft in art and then just print it or hang it there, you know. They used to do it with a lot of love, you know. Nowadays, sometimes it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to find that, you know. But I'm trying to maintain that. I'm trying to maintain that art, that classic, that vintage, beautiful moment, timeless, that it's gonna be preserved in a print for the rest of your life. That's for Frames and Motions weddings, and that's for my couples, and that's what I offer. Well, hopefully you guys learned something from this. Subscribe, comment, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that digital is better than the old vintage love, you know? Well, comment, like, subscribe, and then we'll see you next time.